Hi everyone, my name is Ethan Bond and today I'm going to be showing you how to install administrator permissions on your DayZ Standalone server using a hosting provider such as gPortal. If you use any other provider, let me know in the comments below and I'll do my best to explain. First off, we're going to be using the community online tools, which you can find on the workshop. I have it right here. On the workshop you can find some instructions here that I'm going to be going over, and as well as some other things to know about. Now, as of March 14th, there is still a problem when it comes to two folders being able to appear in your server, so we're going to have to manually add those in. I'll show you how to do that. First things first, we're going to open up our server directory using our preferred FTP. Mine is WinSCP. You can use FileZilla or anything else that is more comfortable for you. We're going to go ahead and take the three mods we have here. We have, of course, Community Online Tools, and the two required mods, Permission Framework and RPC Framework. We're just going to take those and drag those into our server. As you can see, I already have it right here, so I don't have to do that again. The second thing you want to do every time you add a mod into your directory, you want to open up that mod, go into its keys, copy its keys, and put it into your server keys right here. You can see I've also already done this. Once that's done, you want to go ahead and, if you have not already done this, you want to create a server profile folder. We have a server profile folder. You want to open that up, and we're going to create two folders, one for community, online, tools. And the second one we're going to create for permissions, framework. We're going to do the community online first. We're going to be creating the two folders that we have to manually make, which you can find in the instructions here. They're both called game module _. First one is base building. You can just copy that and paste. Second one, game module vehicles, and you're done. Server will automatically insert the rest of the files once you have entered it, and close that right there. We can go into the permissions framework now, and we're going to create three folders. One of them, we're going to start with permissions, and another one is going to be players, and the last one is going to be roles. We're going to go into permissions first, and we're going to create a text document. Text document is going to be the name of our Steam 64 ID. Now, there's a few ways we can find the Steam 64 ID, but the easiest is to go to Steam, go to our profile here. This is my profile. You can right-click, copy page URL. Close this for a second. We're going to be using the site SteamID.io lookup. I'll have it in the description. You can just copy right there, look up. This is me for an example. That's my Steam 64 ID. This will also be yours. Just copy that, close this for a moment, name that, and you're done. Now for this, you will find back at the workshop page in a paste bin link. By opening this up, you will be able to find the administrator commands. I already have it right here. I'll have this in the description for you as well. Copy all that, paste, close this, and you're done. It's going to go ahead and finish up loading that file in here. Give it just a moment. There we go. You have that done for permissions. Now for players, we're going to create another text file, but this time it's going to be the name of our Steam, no, not Steam, our BattleEye GUID. I'm going to make a separate video to find your BattleEye GUID, but if you already have it, as I do, I have it right here. Players. Where you just put your GUID as the name, like we did for the 64. And same thing, we're going to be putting all the commands in this file right here. Another note is to make sure everything has a 2 next to it. This is not by me, this is by the author. Make sure everything has a 2 next to it or it won't work. And you are essentially done. One last step, just to make sure this does work, is you want to copy both these folders that we have created in the server profile. Copy those, put them inside your config folder, as I do right here. As you can see, they have, I've already started my server, they have the custom files in them. Permissions framework, they have everything that gives the permissions. Put that in your config. And you are just about good to go. Go ahead and we're going to go to our hoster provider here. We're using gportal. We can go to the mods section. Scroll down to mods. What's a nice plus about gportal is that they scan your directory automatically for all the folders that you have here, and they automatically put them in their own parameters. So all you got to do is just tick the client mod, click install. I already have it installed here, so I'm good to go. Now for providers that don't have this, you can find this in the instructions of this mod as well. I have it written down right here. You want to type in -mod equal @RPC framework with this little symbol right there to break them off, @permissions framework. Another one of those, @community online tools, and that's it. You do not want to make one of these, I forget the name, I'm sorry. Do not make these symbols as long as you are hoping to add another mod after that. Put this after it if the author says that it has to have it. Sometimes they do not, but scr allow file write will have these mods work correctly. So put that in your parameters if you are using a provider that has to have it written this way, and it should work just the same way. I'm going to go ahead and close that right there, and we're going to start up our server. We're just going to click online next to the offline. It's starting up, and it says we're online. We're going to close this for just a moment. Close that for a second. Today I'm going to introduce you to the DayZ Standalone launcher. This is similar to Arma 3, to the A3 launcher. It gives you just a nice server list of all the modded servers. It's a nice way to find a modded server or find mods that are included in servers. Don't mind the ping here. This is inaccurate. So we're going to go ahead and find our server, which is Win3Z. So find your server on here. And as you can see, you will know that the mods are mounted if they are hidden in this little list here on the bottom of our name. We're just going to go ahead and click play and give that a moment to load up. Alright. Now we're inside our server, and if everything is done correctly, we're going to go ahead and press the Y key, as in Yosemite, and it should open up the interface, which is going to be on the right side of our screen here. We give a few options. We have player management. Opening that up, we get a simple leaderboard player list. Clicking on a player, for example us, it's a good way to find someone's GUID. That's my GUID from in the game. Of course, my name, Steam 64 ID. You do not have to repeat this process for another administrator if you're looking to add them. You can click on their name, modify their permissions and roles, and that's it. You do not have to get their ID from them personally. You can just add them if you are looking to have that ability. You got a few little options here, such as repair. I'm looking at something, have bloody hands, which does work. God mode. Object spawner, this is helpful if you are doing testing with mods that add other objects, making sure that they do in fact are in the game, and it also does work. It does work. If you want to delete something, go in first person and look at the object and delete. Teleport, you can teleport to a number of places. You can also go by the coordinate positions. You can also, by looking at the cursor, press H as in hotel, and you may teleport wherever you're looking. You can hold it for, I guess, speed walking. And yeah, there you go. A few other options here. We have camera tools if you're looking to get a little bit more of a cinematic look. You can press insert on your keyboard to go into a free cam. See, what else do we got here? We have gameplay, just some simple things like spawn and off hatchback. Of course, this is a very new mod. More options will come in the future. We can mess with the weather a bit. You can see it does work. We're at nighttime now. Go back to daytime. We can mess with the weather. So the map, it's not implemented yet, but theoretically should open up a giant map and maybe teleport around it, maybe see people on the map. But that's just about it. These are all the options that the administrators can now use to monitor their server and get it working. So I appreciate you watching this video. I'll have a follow-up on how to find your GUID and also some other tutorials that'll come in the future for server provider server owners. Thank you for watching and have a great day.